This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by bullet-necklace.com. All right, I'm standing here with James from Grafton, who has, there's a lot of ideas that float around in the Liberty Movement. Some of them turn into action. You're taking one closer to action. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, that's why I came to New Hampshire. I moved to Grafton for the Free State Project, and one of the things that I want to do is start a lot of different projects that do what I call encourage ethical shopping practices. I think that's the best way to participate. And in specific, the idea is instead of using the violence of the state to accomplish a goal, you do something voluntary. Now, in specific, I might be talking about doing something like, instead of using the U.S. dollars, which are, something that's mandatory, something that the government says you are required to do this or else, you can do something voluntary, like using another currency that you don't have to use. So that's one thing that I'm trying to do, and I've started a project called SilverAnnex.com. Basically, the idea is that I want to get a lot of people together who are interested in using silver as currency, and if they're willing to actually go to a shop and spend that silver, then what that does is it creates an environment where shops will actually want to accept silver. So as soon as I get all those people together, I think that the merchants will be much more willing to accept that product.
So it's a buyer club, basically.
Yes, exactly.
And you've got a website now, correct?
Right, SilverAnnex.com.
And your goal is to get a certain number of 50 buyers in the same...
At least 50, because I want a number that merchants can say, oh, there's a lot of potential new customers in this area if I accept silver.
And you're in Grafton, which is kind of out of the way. But are you thinking the area would be all of New Hampshire, or?
Well, the reason I want to start in Manchester is simply because that's the area with the biggest concentration of people who might be interested in using silver as money.
Okay, and your thinking is so that a person could, if they wanted to, take really any type of silver, other than maybe just like sterling silver. I mean, as long as it's a round of some kind, they could take it to a store and buy something with it.
Right. Ultimately, it's up to the merchant what they want to accept, obviously.
Right.
But it works best when there's 1 ounce rounds, half ounce rounds, quarter ounce rounds, and the Shire silver cards, which I'll be encouraging merchants to accept as well.
Well, there's a lot of advantages to the old U.S. currency too.
It's very convenient because the system is built around that.
I'm talking about the pre-64 or pre-65 U.S. currency. It's a little bit hard to calculate, but everyone trusts it.
Right, and it's something that's already accepted, legal.
Right. So what's the next step? What's something the average New Hampshireite can do to help you move this forward?
Well, what they can do is they can publicly express their interest in saying, I'm willing to use silver. If they go to the website, they can sign up. And, I'm working with Shire Silver as well. Ron Helwig has a lot of people in his network as well who will help bring those new customers into the merchants.
Yeah.
And, that's the reason why I don't think merchants have taken on that idea yet, because they don't understand that if they accept silver, just like credit cards, they can get more more customers to the business doing that.
Right. Okay. Well, I guess one question that comes to my mind, you think about, that doesn't normally sound like a two-sided event. It's not controversial, but there is another side out there lurking in the shadows. Some people that don't want you and me spending silver. The Federal Reserve people.
Right.
Someday they may make it illegal. They certainly did confiscate gold in the 30s. How do we come to an accommodation or win-win solution with those people? Is it possible ever?
That's a good question. I think that they really will work hard to make everything as difficult as possible for us, and Liberty Dollar proves that. But the thing about having, a million pages of laws is that there's always going to be loopholes. And, as long as there's loopholes in the system, we'll happily exploit them to continue using silver in the marketplace.
Well, if we're continuing to buy and sell, then that's good for them. They may not know it, but it's good for them to have a little bit of peace in the country. And commerce is an essential part of that.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any commerce if their currency is not working. We need a backup.
Right, exactly.
There'll be violence instead.
Right.
I guess that's their win.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big challenge.
Yeah.
So, and you have to, I think, just like the Free State Project tries to accomplish their goal just by focusing their efforts in the state, I think maybe with silver the best option is to focus all of that effort in one in one town and spread from there.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. So you're thinking Manchester's going to be the town?
I think it's going to be the place that it all starts, yeah.
And folks, go to silverannex.com, right? Silverannex.com. Just so they can remember it.
Yeah.
That's where they can go to get started. Or they can drop by here to the Millie's Mingle event every Tuesday. You'll be here some Tuesdays, right?
Right, and hopefully I'll be able to set up a system where people can easily get silver and easily exchange silver for cash. So
they'll be able to come here to this event, and each time they come to Millie's, they should be able to buy silver.
That's the
goal.
plan. That's the plan right now.
Or sell it.
And
yeah.
If I'm not here, maybe Ron Hellwig will be here. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I might be able to sell certain types of silver or buy certain types of silver at certain times. I'm not ubiquitous, but.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, thanks a lot, James. Thanks for doing something.
Glad to help.
All right. See you out there.
When authoritarians see guns and ammo, their panties get bunched. Why not speed the process along? Wear your rights around your neck. Bullet-necklace.com. The URL says it all. Not legal in all states. Banned in North Korea. 10% of purchase proceeds go to Free Talk Live's amplifier programs. Bullet-necklace.com.